The Switch 2 trailer recently released, and they showed a new Mario Kart game in it. And I'm going to predict all the retro tracks in this game. And I'm going to try my best to be as realistic as possible, and fair. I booted up Tier Maker, made a tier list of all the tracks that could come back, and I made the ones that I think definitively have a big chance of coming back. We'll start by game order from Super Mario Kart all the way up to Mario Kart Deluxe. Now for Super Mario Kart, I picked 2 tracks that aren't Mario circuits. I started off with Koopa Beach too, because that sounds honestly kind of fun with 24 players. You guys bumping in a beach, it's pretty cool sounding, and I think it would be a pretty decent SNES track. You can do like a redux of it like you did with SNES Bowser Castle 3 and Mario Kart 8. And then I picked Vanilla Like 1. Now, I am not very biased to Super Mario Kart, as you can tell. I picked 2 tracks that haven't really got remakes in a base Mario Kart game before. A beach track from Super Mario Kart, and an ice track from Super Mario Kart. I think that would be much more interesting than if we got like another Mario Circuit and another Bowser's Castle. Now that we're done with Super Mario Kart, let's move on to Mario Kart 64. Toad's Turnpike from Mario Kart 64. From what we've seen from the trailers of this game so far, we've seen that this game looks like it's going to have a few traffic courses. And I think this would be a really good one to add to the retro selection. It was a fan favorite from that game, and I think it'd be really cool to have it. Wario Stadium is my second prediction for this game. I'm making a bold prediction for Mario Kart 9 that's going to have 300cc as being one of its big gimmicks. Why? Because the trailer has a big-ass track. And what else does it make sense for than 300cc? And guess what else is a big-ass track? Wario Stadium. I actually tried Wario Stadium in 300cc in a Mario Kart 8 mod, and it actually worked really well, so I could definitely see this track coming back. Yeah, 200cc and 24 racers. That sounds like absolute hell, but trust me, it'll be really fun. I only have one track from Mario Kart Super Circuit, so let's move on to that game. Rainbow Road. Why? Because it's a fan favorite and I don't have a Rainbow Road on this list yet. As well as that, I'm also doing it because I would be actually really impressed to see a remake of this track, and it looks gorgeous. And the bumping out of the track and back into the track with all the bumpers throughout the whole course would be really interesting to see happen in a Mario Kart game like this. Imagine you see like 24 racers flinging off the map and then back into the map. It would be really crazy and it'd be really fun. Let's move on to Double Dash now. Now, I was surprised Mushroom Bridge didn't make it to the Booster Course Pass. I actually got really excited for it, but it didn't happen. A little disappointing, but I think it could happen in Mario Kart 9 instead. It's another traffic course, and I think 24 racers racing in this track would be really interesting and really crazy and really fun. And this track's road is pretty tight, so seeing 24 racers in this track would be really, really fun. And I definitely think it would happen. And then Wario Coliseum as well. I was surprised this didn't make it to the Booster Course Pass, same as the last track, because this would be perfect for anti-gravity in Mario Kart 8. It didn't happen, so oh well. But this game might also have anti-gravity, like how Mario Kart 8 had gliders like Mario Kart 7, so seeing this in anti-gravity would be really interesting, and it'd be even more crazy than it would have been in Mario Kart 8 because it's a pretty wide track, and 24 racers fighting to get first place in such a small stadium would be really, really insane and really, really fun. Let's move on to Mario Kart DS. DS Luigi's Mansion. I'm picking this one because it's pretty big in the DS version, and I think they can make this a little bit bigger without many people noticing. And a bigger Luigi's Mansion that's also a fan favorite track equals it being really good in Mario Kart 9. 24 racers in the Luigi's Mansion track just sounds really good. Airship Fortress. It's a fan favorite, it's big, and it's really fun. I think this is a no-brainer for the game, and there's a reason they didn't add it to the Booster Course Pass. It was probably because of this game. And I had this gut feeling with a few tracks in this list, and this is one of them. That's all for Mario Kart DS, so let's move on to Mario Kart Wii. As I said for the last track, this was a gut feeling for me as well. And this track is the most guaranteed one out of any of these courses I'm predicting today that's going to come to Mario Kart 9. This is a Magma Master guarantee of being in Mario Kart 9. I know for a fact they've been saving this course for Mario Kart 9. This course, called Toad's Factory, is really fun, and I would be so shocked if they didn't pick it for the retro track selection in Mario Kart 9. 24 racers could definitely fit in the course. It's wide. Trust me, very wide. And it would be so fun to go through a factory like this in Mario Kart 9. It would look amazing in the game, trust me. It already looks as good as Mario Kart 8, so seeing even a better version of Toad's Factory would be so good. It would be such a missed opportunity if you didn't do it. Come on, Nintendo. I know you can do it. This is a guarantee for me, and I hope I'm right. Because if I'm not, I'm gonna look stupid. Now, I was originally gonna do Dry Ruins for this second pick, but I've been doing Bowser's Castle instead. I don't know why. Because I don't have a single Bowser's Castle on this list yet. And I think this would be a pretty good track to add to the list. It's big, it's pretty decent, and I think all the half pipes would show how this game could handle half pipes better than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe can. Because in Mario Kart Deluxe, that's like one of the few flaws, is the half pipes. They kind of suck in the game. Anyways, let's move on to Mario Kart 7. Shy Guy Bazaar from Mario Kart 7. Now, this track is pretty big, and that's the theme you've seen for most of this video. They're supposed to be big to accommodate 24 racers, and they're supposed to be fun. Those are the two rules I have had, and this just fits all the bills. It'd be fun, it'd be creative, and it'd be really interesting to see how better this would look in Mario Kart 9 than it would be in Mario Kart 7. This is another fan favorite. Mako Woohoo is big, fun, and a fan favorite. I might have already said that, but it just needs to be said. I think this has a pretty high chance of happening. Now, it's not as high as some of the other ones, but I think it has a pretty good shot of happening in Mario Kart 9. And it has a bigger chance of happening than most other Mario Kart 7 tracks besides Shy Guy Bazaar. Now, you may have noticed I only include one GBA track. Well, that's because I have 3 Mario Kart 8 tracks. Why? Because I feel like Nintendo's going to prioritize Mario Kart 8 retro tracks in this game. Because it's their newest game, and they want to show how much better a Mario Kart track can look. And they're just fun. Toad Harbor. Now, this course is pretty big, and has a lot of fun stuff in it, and it's just fun, and I think it has a pretty high chance of happening in Mario Kart 9. And it works pretty well in 300cc, but you might have to make some of the roads a little bit bigger. Other than that, it'd be pretty damn solid. Electrodome. Of course I'm going to pick Electrodome. It's so freaking good. The music is bopping. The track is really good, and the two sides in the half of the course could easily fit 24 racers, 12 on each side. This is like a top 10 Nitro track for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in my opinion, and it's just so freaking exciting. It would work so well, and it would be just so cool to see an even better version of this track. I mean, listen to this music for a second. I'm sorry, I was just listening to some Mario Kart 8 music. Oh, this is Sunshine Airport, look at that. Another wide track that I absolutely adore in this game. It is very well designed, and it makes an airport a lot more exciting than it really is. Like Electrodome, I would be so disappointed if this didn't come in the next Mario Kart game. Those were my Mario Kart 9 retro track predictions. How'd you like them? I thought I did a pretty good job on them. Though I wish I could include more than 16 tracks. It's kind of limiting, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm predicting 16 Metro tracks and 16 Nitro tracks. I might make a Nitro track prediction video later on. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you're as excited for Mario Kart 9 as I am.